internet friends, my name is Catherine and I'm the human behind Christian Skin Couture, and today is a leave no dye color episode. So we're going to be doing a fade of 5 mini skeins with 3 colors that I have left over from, and I still have so much more leave no dye that needs to be happening because I don't have any more pots available for me to mix colors, so I absolutely need to clean up some of those. So we might have to do a whole, instead of Shark Week, it's going to be Leave No Dye Week. I think that's what we're going to do with this. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. It's time for another Leave No Dye Behind. So we're going to be doing a mini skin fade set. So we're going to go from blue with our pink and yellow. So we're going to have a super cute rainbow in here. I have absolutely no idea how much pigment there is in my Leave No Dye things, because I'm fairly certain that it comes from me speckling. So there might be quite a bit, there might be not that much. We shall see when it's on the yarn. So we have blue, pink, and yellow. I think this is frozen and or Caribbean blue. This is most likely fluorescent fuchsia, and I think this is duckling. So those are the colors we're going to be working with. We're going to be doing a 5 skein mini skein set. So let's get into the pen. Okay, so we're going to be adding the citric acid right now. So since we have 5 mini skeins of 25 grams each, that we will need at least a teaspoon and a half of citric acid to be able to, properly do our things. And we're going to be adding our water now. Here we go. So we have 4 cups of tap water. So we're going to be adding our mini skeins in the pan now. Did I turn it on? Yes, okay. There we go. So I've pre-soaked my mini skeins in plain tap water overnight. So with superwash yarn, you can usually do at least half an hour before you need to work with them. But with non-superwash, I would recommend that you do overnight, just because there's a little bit more lanolin that's left on the non-superwash yarn after all the process and everything to manufacture the yarn. So it will be more water resistant than superwash yarn. So take that into consideration when you are working your yarn. And since I don't want to use the entire thing on the same side, and I want to keep some to be able to cover the other side, we are going to split. Oh, I should have grabbed my gloves. We're going to split the dye in 2. Now I have my gloves. Okay, so let's do this properly. Okay. Oh, I think I had black on my gloves. Well, it is what it is. That's my bad. I should have made sure that my gloves were clean. Oh yeah, I had a little bit of black here. Oh well. It's too late now. It's fine. Okay, so one of the things that I like to do with a fade set like this is to ensure that we cover fully the first mini, and the middle one with the colors that we want, and the last one with the color with the main color, and the in between skeins here needs to be touched by both colors. So this is something that I try to pay attention to make sure that we have that we have an actual fade. So and it makes a smoother transition when we are doing fades that way. And there's different ways to do fades. This is just one of those. And it's my favorite one because I feel like we don't need to work that hard to get like the nice fade when you're working with your yarn, because when you have harsh transition colors between each skeins, um, like you have to do the math to make sure that when you're knitting or crocheting or weaving or whatever you're doing with fit, that you need to like have that math to make sure that you have a smooth transition between each colors. And the way that I'm doing this like this, you don't necessarily need to do all the math, you know? So I just turned on the heat so we can get this going here. There we go. And we're just going also to swap the skeins of this side, because, you know, we don't... colors do strike faster on superwash yarn. So might as well just... and we don't necessarily need to have the tie wraps or anything like this if you don't want to use them for skein sets like this. But I do recommend something to make it a little easier on you um, to grab your mini skeins. Did I turn it on? Yes, it is on. Okay. It's just to make your life a little easier, you know? And I'm trying to always massage the color in the yarn to ensure that we have as much as possible an even coverage of the color on the yarn. So here we go. Perfect. So it's going to be a super cute rainbow set. It will be very soft, subtle colors, very pastel colors, and I love that. I like pastels. So we're going to let this cook for 30 minutes once we reach the right temperature for the water, which is between 85 to 95 Celsius. So remember that it's not only once you finished applying the color on your yarn that you need to count down 30 minutes, it's also when you have the color and the right temperature for your water, and that you have your also your citric acid to make sure that everything binds together and that like it strikes properly. So I will see you in probably like 30 to 40 minutes, because I can already hear the bubbles coming up. So I will see you. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. All right. Perfect. So everything is good. So we're just going to turn it off and let it cool completely before washing it to remove any excess dye. So I will see you. Okay, let's wash off the excess dye from our cute 5 mini skeins fade that we've just done with our leftover dye. I really like the colors. It's super cute. It would make a super pretty shawl. Okay, so, and we have absolutely no dye left into this, which is always nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let it soak for like 10-15 minutes, and we're going to come back to see if there's any need to do any more wash. So see you in 15. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, Look at how pretty those colors are. And I was a little worried about with the blue, but it doesn't seem that we have bleeding. Amazing. So I'm just going to put this in the spin dryer and we're going to let it dry overnight. So we can see you tomorrow. And here's the final result for my Leave No Dye fade, and I think it's my favorite fade I've ever made. This is the cutest pastel fade. It's not necessarily a full rainbow because we didn't have anything to create the greens because we started with the yellow here and had the pink in the middle. But that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with this very pretty soft pastel, and I feel like I'm going to need to make a shawl with this fade because it's so pretty. I love it so much. Yeah, I'm a sucker for this kind of color palette. I don't know, like if you've been around for a while, I think you know that this is my jam. It looks very much like my Care Bear inspired collection that I did in the summer 2025, so it's right up my alley. I just love it so much. Sorry, I'm getting too excited about that one. Well, I still have a whole lot of leftover dye I have in pots. I need to clear up my studio space because I don't have any more jars that are not full of leftover dyes. So I will have to make more Leave No Dye in the next coming weeks. So I hope you like them because they're coming. So if you liked the video, please consider sharing, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!